tuned to TRAXXfm, and this is what matters, where we talk about real life stuff and that actually affects us. Well, today we're getting into something we all deal with, which is money. Yeah, we all have the rising prices, spending plans, and how to stay wallet ready, especially with the festive season just round the corner, right? Well, joining me is Dr. Suffian Hadi Ayub, senior lecturer from the Faculty of Communication and Media Studies, UiTM. And Dr. Suffian, welcome to TRAXXfm. What matters?
Thank you, Val, for having me. I'm very, very honored and very, very happy to be here. Albeit the traffic jam coming here, but, well, that's work and life in Kuala Lumpur, isn't it?
Yes, true.
But I'm very happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Well, thank you for being here and looking out for our wallets, Doctor, today. Doctor. Well, okay, let's start simple, okay? No stress, no math yet, okay?
Yes.
So, do share with us, how would you define financial literacy in simple terms for our listeners?
Well, first let us go and look at financial literacy and think of it as user manual for our money, right? Most of us, when we talk about financial literacy, are taught how to work for money. But financial literacy, look at it in different way. Financial literacy, when we talk about money, is actually learning how to make that money work for you. Instead the other way around.
Okay.
When we talk about that, I would like to use one term. It is intentionality. So what is intentionality in financial literacy? It's the difference between wondering where your paycheck went
Okay.
and telling your paycheck where to go. Financial literacy is the latter.
Okay.
Telling your paycheck where they are supposed to be going. That's very, very important, I think, especially when we talk about current situation, economic situation, not only in Malaysia, but worldwide, isn't it?
Yes, Dr. Suffian. You know, like the prices seems to be rising everywhere we turn. Why do you think this is financial literacy more important now than ever, especially with the cost of goods going up?
Correct. Thank you for the question. I think very, very relevant to all of us, right? Because in Malaysia, day in, day out, we often talk about cost of living, or in Malay we call it kos sara hidup, isn't it?
Yes.
So, simple term of inflation, we talk about when prices of good rise. That's inflation.
Inflation, yeah.
So, when we talk about inflation, the simple example that I can give you is that imagine our 100 ringgit can suddenly buy and allow us to buy and spend on fewer groceries.
Yes, true.
20 years ago, 100 ringgit can give us a trolley full of groceries. But in today's situation, 100 ringgit perhaps allows us to just bring back 2 plastic bags. That's inflation and cost sara hidup rising, isn't it?
Yes, true.
Now, I would like to also pull your attention towards the aspect of media and advertising affect our spending habits, because when we talk about 100 ringgit, it's still 100 ringgit.
Yes, true.
But the most important question is, when we talk about financial literacy, how do we use that 100 ringgit, isn't it? Now, I personally believe that very, very crucial for us to understand this so-called high-budget psychological game played by the industry using the media and advertising. You see, when we talk about that, companies spend billions. They don't mind spending billions on marketing and advertising just to convince us, the consumer, that our life is incomplete without their product. We all have that, isn't it?
Yeah.
And sometimes it's very scary.
Okay.
Now, with a good grasp of financial literacy, the raise of awareness on media literacy, digital media literacy, it can serve as a shield for us, as a buffer zone before we make that decision whether to spend or not to spend on that particular thing, right? Now, one might ask how, right, when we talk about that area or that part. I can simply say that it actually helps us by helping us, the consumer, to see the marketing tactics for what they are. Now, when we can see that, it gives us better control. not on our desire, but more importantly on our wallets,
Yeah, true.
isn't it?
Yes, yes.
Rather than spend excessively without really looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
In a nutshell, financial literacy is all about that. It's about raising awareness. It's about knowing where and how our money can be spent within our capacity.
Good, nice, nice. I'm not sure that a lot of listeners feel the prices of basic goods are increasing, but what are some of the effective ways to stay informed about price changes without getting overwhelmed?
Very interesting question again. Now, I shall respond from my perspective as scholars in media literacy, scholars in media studies, right? Now, obviously, when we talk about getting or obtaining or knowing something, the cognitive part of it, a lot of it closely connected to the use of social media, right? Now, with social media usage nowadays, and as media literacy scholar, I would say go to social media to keep informed.
Okay.
But I would like to cautious all of us, not only the listener, but myself as well. Yeah, because in Malaysia, social media is seen as a double-edged sword. Now, why do I say that? Because remember, although social media is the fastest way to hear about price hikes, for example, it also can serve as a breeding ground for panic and misinformation.
Yeah, true.
Imagine not long ago, I think in 2008, 2006, when the former Prime Minister then Tun Abdullah Ahmad Badawi, announced there would be price hike on gas, on petrol.
Okay.
From we normally go to 1 ringgit 50 cent back then.
Yes, yes.
Suddenly it goes up to ringgit and 80 cent. It creates huge panic and misinformation because of the delivery and the management of the message is not there. And what more, with the social media, it flames the situation and becomes very, very, it makes everyone very uncomfortable. Now, to stay informed without feeling overwhelmed, we as consumer, can use social media in the format of follow the data. Okay, but don't follow the noise.
Follow the data, but don't follow the
Follow
noise.
the noise. We talk about the conversation that goes on, the sentiment that public like to throw, isn't it?
Yeah.
So when we talk about follow the data but don't follow the noise, we are talking about the source of truth accounts. Where do you get the most the information? Where do the information comes from? I would like to highlight here. I would like to also commend our ministry. For example, our KPDNKK, Ministry of Domestic Trade and Cost of Living. If you do not know, you can go and check their website, social media account. They actually post daily updates on control items. Example, things that we use every day, chicken.
Yeah, chicken.
Eggs,
Yeah.
right?
True.
And announce Payung Rahmah sales.
Yeah, that's
And
important
what are
too.
the groceries that falls under that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very, very important because these are the things that we thought insignificant,
Yeah,
but it matters most to everyone,
it does.
isn't it?
Yeah.
And another one would be DOSM, Department of Statistics of Malaysia.
Does yes, correct.
Yeah. I would also encourage all of us, to follow for the Consumer Price Index, CPI. It can be a little bit tricky to understand, but if we do some reading, I think we would then understand how Consumer Price Index help us. Because DOSM, Department of Statistics Malaysia, on their website and social media, they also often post easy to read infographics. These are the things that we need, isn't it?
Yes, true.
Not some lengthy pages,
Yeah,
5
words.
long paragraph of words people could read. So with the infographics, showing which categories, example, food and beverages or transport, are rising the fastest. So it can help us better plan. And it goes back to the concept of financial literacy, educate ourselves.
Yeah.
Right? And since we are talking about financial literacy, these websites are very, very relevant and the source of truth, very, very relevant. You don't go and look at the influencer, what influencer says,
Yeah.
but look at the source of data. Where
Yeah.
do he or she gets the information?
Source of truth.
Source of truth.
Yeah.
Very, very important.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's actually very insightful.
Is it?
All right, we'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll talk about festive spending, common money traps, and how not to let celebration drain your wallet with Dr. Suffian, Senior
Awesome.
Lecturer for Faculty of Communication and Multimedia Studies, only on TRAXXfm. What Matters with me, Valerie, and we're chatting with Dr. Suffian Hadi Ayub, a Senior Lecturer, Faculty of Communication and Media Studies from UiTM, about staying wallet ready, especially with the festive season coming up. All right, let's just jump back in, okay? Well, coming up soon, festive season like the Chinese New Year, Ramadan, and Hari Raya, which are meant to be joyful, but they can be tough on wallet. Okay, right, doctor. What are some common financial mistakes people tend to make during this time, and what should they watch out for?
Yes, I think that's highly relevant. even if we do not mention Chinese New Year, Ramadan, and Hari Raya, if we take a look back a few months ago, we had our Christmas,
Yes,
we had
yes.
our New Year, and more recently we had our Taipusam.
Yep.
And all of this, spells money, isn't
Yeah,
it?
all money.
Right. I think everyone can surely relate if I use this term that we call festive marathon, isn't it?
Festive marathon. Yes, back to back all.
And obviously, we talk about festive, we talk about marathon, back to back,
Yes.
non-stop. One can agree that this would essentially exhaust even a healthy bank account,
True.
isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
For whatever spending, regardless you are from B40, M14, T20, all of us have our own spending habits, and these are all can actually break our wallet if we do not able to wisely control it. And when we talk about it again, financial literacy. Now, one common pitfall that I can think of, and which I think everyone can relate also, in my opinion, is that this concept of New Year, new everything.
Yes, they tend to do
Chinese
that.
New Year, Thai Pusam,
Yeah.
you are celebrating something, no harm in celebrating, but the concept of the ideology that if we have that, we have everything must be new.
Yep.
The urge to buy new furniture, new clothes, baju raya,
Yeah.
Chinese New Year outfit, sari,
Yes.
Christmas,
Matchy.
Year of the horse, so you have to buy a t-shirt with a horse,
Yes.
right?
Follow the theme of the year.
Follow the theme, right? For the Malays, this family wants purple,
Yeah.
that family wants red, so
Yeah.
you gotta go into that, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And obviously new decorations all at once, and also all the food deliciousness. Malaysian, we love food. We are very, very
Yes.
popular because of that. It's
Food,
part of
yes.
our culture. But these are all sort of major drainage of our wallet, isn't it?
Yeah.
And again, common e-commerce outlets and social media platforms, TikTok, that yellow bag, that notification from our phone every now and then about Shopee, right? Aren't helping either, especially with so many interesting sales and this concept that people call buy now, pay later,
Yes, that too.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Becoming a major hook for so many of us out there. So when talk about this, not only financial literacy, so this is where I would also add on digital media literacy is highly relevant in today's situation.
Yeah, digital.
Media literacy need to know what gratify us, but in terms of that gratification, a sense of control is highly relevant in today's setting. And top with financial literacy, us as consumer would find it very handy and useful. Why? Because it will then allow us to take a step back and think before spending. I think that is very relevant in today's situation, especially the festive marathon.
Yeah.
The concept of New Year, new everything. I think we ought to rethink of that.
Yeah.
right?
Change that motto differently.
Ah,
Yeah.
Like the Malays, sometimes you buy all that baju raya, the expensive ones, just to wear it like once or twice per
Yeah.
year.
True.
So what's with that, isn't it?
Right.
So rethink about it. I
Yeah.
think that is very important. It all starts with us. That urge must be controlled. And how do you control it? Again, as I said, financial
Discipline.
literacy, discipline, and become a literate digital media users.
Interesting.
Right.
Just now, before our break, just now, you mentioned about inflation, because we can also see that inflation affects how far our money goes. How should our consumer adjust their spending plans when prices are higher than usual,
All
Doctor?
right. Now, to my understanding, from readings and whatnot, when inflation rises, it's like our money is on a diet. We can't spend as much. We can spend with that same amount, but the value that we get would be lesser, right? It simply doesn't go as far as it used to. So, the keyword here is to adjust our spending. And when we talk about adjusting our spending, it's all about resilience, not just resistance or restriction. Resilience is more important. If you use the word restriction, you sort of creating that
Boundaries.
that boundary,
Yeah.
and we don't like that as human, right?
True.
So, resilience. We can still spend, but be prudent. For example, be disciplined, as you said, right? We can just in this sense we can adjust our plans, and financial literacy helps us pivot rather than stop, pivot only, rather than panic, for example. So in this sense, it means that instead of cutting things out entirely, financial literacy also teaches us how to swap them. Swap is very good rather than stop, isn't it?
Yes, true.
Change for something that within the context or within our affordability. So what does that mean? Now here it simply means that we understand that we are not lowering our standard of living. Instead, we are protecting our cash flow. In this sense, we are actually prioritizing our essentials. We look at needs over wants because needs are essential. Wants, lifestyle, desire. We all need handphone, for example. iPhone 17 or iPhone 10 or iPhone 11.
Yeah.
Look at functions and the needs.
Yes, true. Needs
The
and
needs
wants.
is handphone. Wants is iPhone 17. we won't go as much as, selling our kidney just to get that iPhone 17, for example, isn't it?
Yeah, true.
Right. So another simple example, as I said earlier, grocery shopping. We look, buy and shop for cheaper items compared to our previous lifestyle that allowed us to buy anywhere, everywhere. So again, it's all about managing our lifestyle, the needs and wants. Yeah?
Okay. Well, for someone listening right now thinking, okay, I really need a plan. So, Dr. Suffian, maybe you can share with what's the best way to create a spending plan that's realistic and flexible.
Okay. I shall not talk in the sense of in the context of finance, yeah, but I'll love to discuss in the context of media. What does this mean? We have to always educate ourselves by searching for the right information. Now, if we notice, now in 2026, yeah, the Malaysian media landscape range from news portal and TikTok influencers to official government channels. All of these have shifted from giving the rigid advice to providing dynamic tools. Rigid advice, dynamic tools. Obviously, we will go for dynamic tools because it helps us to understand better. It gives us that sense of easeability. Now, I can think of one of the best method that media currently offers, yeah, to achieve is we use the real-time price catcher alerts.
Price catcher,
yes, price catcher alerts. Again, we should commend our ministry because social media accounts and new tickers now frequently share data from Ministry of Domestic Trade, KPD and KK again.
Again, okay, yeah.
How do they do it? Instead of static monthly grocery budget, they use weekly price monitoring. It's the live data. Media outlet often highlights price wars between major supermarkets. Example, Lotus, Mydin, Giant. Same product, but the price range are different, isn't it? Even if you go by 10 cents or 5 cents, it still make a huge difference for some of consumers, right? So how does it help us as a consumer? Being informed about where the Jualan Rahmah sales, for example, are happening, it allows our budget to stay flexible. If chicken is expensive at one store, the media alert helps to inform the users or the consumer to a cheaper alternative immediately. So the keyword is to stay informed, to be active on social media by following the right account. Truth matters, isn't it?
Yes, true.
That's very, very important. Okay?
Okay, nowadays, especially during festive season, we can see sales and promotions, like how you said, are almost everywhere.
Correct.
And suddenly we're buying things we didn't plan, like how you said, needs and wants, right? How should listeners set priorities when everything looks like a good deal? Even I also got, fooled.
Very difficult, right?
Yeah, very
the
difficult.
temptation is very, very high. Now, in media-saturated world, yeah, this is my area, advertising has evolved into an always-on companion, and between TikTok shop-alongs, influencer unboxings, we all watch that, isn't it? All that session and the constant cycle of double-digit sales.
Yeah.
9, 10, 11, 10, 10, all of these sales, right? And these are all temptation to spend, and it's no longer than a seasonal event. It's a daily notification. Last time we just wait for Deepavali, we used to wait for
Yeah.
Raya, we used to wait for that sale, Christmas sales or end of the year sales.
Yes.
Now it's constant, that double digit 9,
Yeah.
9, 10, 10. These are all made up words, made up event by the industry. Now, to set priorities that stick, I recommend that we use the media savvy defense strategies.
Okay.
So what does that mean? It helps us separate our true needs from media manufactured desires. Because this double digit, 9, 9, 10, 10, Shopee sales, 11, 11 sales, these are all media manufactured series created by all of these advertising agencies. So always remember that media and e-commerce platforms, they use psychological anchors to make us feel that like we are losing money by not buying. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Sometimes we buy things that we don't really need, isn't
We
it?
don't.
We put it on the bucket, we pay and whatnot, and then when the thing arrives,
I said,
we're wondering why
did I buy
why
this?
in the first place, right? Isn't it?
Did I buy this?
So they use this hook.
Yeah.
Such as example, the word they use: limited time only,
Yeah.
flash sale,
Yes.
70% off
Yes.
sticker. So these are all
Hooks. Yeah.
that increase our wants rather than our needs, isn't
Yes,
it?
true.
Okay, and then it helps, not helps lah, in the sense that it change our priority
Yes, true.
psychologically. We ignore the amount saved. We focus only on the amount spent. In this context, financial literacy teaches us that spending 100 ringgit on a sale item we did not plan to buy is not a saving of 200. Remember, say psychological warfare, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is a loss of 100 from our bank account actually.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
If you put it that way, you know what? I'm learning a lot today, Doctor. I would love to know more, but let's take a pause for another
Sure.
for a short break. Actually, we'll come back. We'll talk about our needs versus wants, saving habits. You can start right way and right mindset for managing money better. Stay tuned on your TRAXXfm. What matters? Back to TRAXXfm What Matters with me, Valerie, and still with me, Dr. Suffian Hadi, helping us make smarter money moves and protect our festive budget. So, Doctor, let's continue. When planning festive spending, how can listeners better tell the difference between needs and wants, especially when emotions are involved?
Exactly. When we talk about that, let us delve a little bit deeper, differentiating between needs and wants during the holidays. Obviously, as you say, particularly very, very tough in Malaysia. Because, let's face it, our culture is deeply rooted in generosity and hospitality. We can't avoid that, isn't it? It's a good thing anyway. However, for example, during Chinese New Year, Ramadan or Hari Raya, a want, the needs and want, right? One can easily feel like a need because we don't want to lose face or seem stingy, right? So this is where, the meaningful versus material gift filter is very, very important. I can admit this is the hardest part of Chinese New Year because the art of giving ampao. I'm saying it's art because it's part of our culture, isn't it?
It is a cult, yeah.
And Raya, we call it Duit Raya.
Yes.
Even I believe in Deepavali also.
yes, yeah.
We do have that.
We
Duit
do have
Raya as
every
well.
function nowadays.
Exactly. It's deeply rooted in our culture.
Yes.
We don't want to be seen stingy. But in a very, very challenging world we are living in now, we have to face the reality, isn't it? So we have to look at the need. The need is giving a token of blessing to elders and children within our financial means. But what we want actually is that we want to give high amounts in our envelopes. especially to impress relatives or match what a wealthier sibling is giving, for example. So how do we fix it? Again, it goes back to us, right? We have to remember that financial literacy is a gift to our future self. At the end of the day, it's all about us, isn't it? How we manage our money. Now, if our budget only allow, for example, RM 5 ringgit per envelope this year, because the prices have risen, that is perfectly okay. Tell that to ourselves.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's-
But always remember, the gesture is the tradition.
yeah.
The amount is the ego, isn't it?
Yeah, that too.
So get our priority right.
Maybe doctor can suggest.
Sorry.
It's fine. Yeah, it's quite dry here. Maybe doctor can suggest what are some simple saving habit listeners can start practicing even as soon as this month.
Now, to implement saving strategies doesn't require a total lifestyle overhaul. If a total lifestyle overhaul, it'll become very, very challenging, and one might sit on it or not doing it at all. Now, in 2026, with the current cost of living in Malaysia, the most effective strategies are those that leverage automation and small behavioral nudges. What I'm saying is that do it at a small step.
Yeah, start
Do not-
small.
Start small. Don't be too ambitious to saving. Now, one immediate example that I could think of, which
Yeah.
every Malaysian I think can relate,
Yeah.
is the My Card Essential offer.
Huh. Oh my God.
February 2026, this month, right?
Yeah.
Our Prime Minister has
Yeah.
announced.
The 100 ringgit.
Yes, all Malaysian age 18 plus,
Yeah.
right, receive a one-off 100 SARA credit through our My Card.
Yes.
So we are talking about strategy. How do we use that? Use the credit strictly for essentials you would have bought anyway. Rice, cooking oil, detergent. Now extended to frozen food, isn't it? Now the benefit that one might get is that by using government aid to cover the need, you free up your 100 ringgit from your actual salary. But the trick is, don't treat that 100 extra in our saving account as a bonus shopping money. Immediately move that 100 ringgit in our account that freed up 100 into our emergency fund. Put it as a saving. It may sound little, it looks small, but we have to start somewhere, isn't it?
Yes, we had to start somewhere. As you say start somewhere. Maybe you have any ideas, any tools or apps you recommend for tracking spending and budgeting, especially for beginners.
The tools or digital apps, right? Now here I would like to give an opinion from perspective of media literacy. And it is obvious that we are looking at interactive benchmark method. What does it mean? We are talking about modern media no longer just tells us to save more. They provide interactive tools on local data. One app that I can think of, I think very, very useful, but that maybe our listener may not aware of would be Belanjawanku.
Even I also not sure.
Yeah, Belanjawanku. If you go
Belanjawanku.
to iOS or App Store
Okay.
or Android,
Okay.
Belanjawanku app and website are developed by our EPF,
Oh wow.
KWSP.
Okay.
Why this Belanjawanku, in my opinion, works? Because it provides realistic baseline for what a person in the specific city that you're living in. If you're living in KL versus Kuching,
Yes.
should be spending on food, housing and transport. Different city, different cost of
Yes.
living, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah.
So Belanjawanku tailors that based on the data that you key in once you install their app.
Nice.
And the media role into this specificity that we are talking about, we have to look for media explainers or calculators on news sites that allow us to plug in our city and the family size also to see if our current spending is normal or if you are overpaying in a specific category. Belanjawanku have that. So that is a very, very effective tool, I would say, for those who wanted to learn about what financial literacy is. Because it provide that data. And that
Yes.
data is very useful because it's a live data and it customizable based on the date on the information that you key in.
Very
So
useful.
guys, tune up and go and install the Belajawanku by EPF.
Yeah, I'll do that later on. Well, it seems that we're running out of time. But
Yeah.
So before we wrap up, what's one key message you want our listeners to remember about staying wallet ready, especially during this festive season?
Not much, but I think very, very important is that always think twice,
Yeah.
right? And have that thought of sleep on it. Don't be too impulsive in spending. That's what we do. We are very quick with our finger nowadays.
Yeah. Click, 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 click.
Add to cart, right? Pay.
True.
Apple. Now we have that Apple Watch Pay. We
Yeah.
have that Apple Wallet, right? And it makes our life easy, but at the same time, it drains our money quite fast as well. So the key here is that avoid impulsive buying, especially when we so often cruise on social media, right? That could obviously be very little to our wallet. Again, when we talk about aspect of financial literacy, remember the needs and wants. Always needs and wants. Always
Needs
ask
and
yourself,
wants.
this is a need or this is a want?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Think twice.
Think twice.
Okay,
Right.
Dr. Suffian.
Okay.
I guess thank you so much for your this insight, which is very practical, relatable, and truly what matters. Honestly, it was very, very reassuring. Also, thank you to producer Herman for preparing today's interview, and to everyone listening. Remember, budget early, track your expenses. Also, use the Belanja Wanku
Cool,
app,
correct.
yeah, and spend it with intention. Remember, it's needs versus
Versus wants.
wants. Yeah. So your future self will definitely thank you. Well,
Thank you
stay
very much.
a wallet ready, Malaysia. Up next is the news at noon, and we'll be back with more music. This is Tracks What Matters.